Hello, I'm Dylan.
I'm Summer.
And this is Really Playing Games, the show where we play games. Really! Summer, I feel like we owe the audience a bit of a disclaimer for today's show.
Yes.
Because we're both coming into this after some long days of streaming, and in your case being a parent, which is much more exhausting than streaming. The Summer Game Fest has been happening, which is the new E3 now that E3 is dead. And I have been co-streaming it a lot. I've already been streaming for pretty much 5 hours today. Yeah. And at the same time, here on the East Coast, there are some wildfires happening. And it's summer. So the summer heat is happening and I can't open my window or run my AC. And so I am personally on fire, even while forests in Northern Ontario are on fire. So don't lower your expectations today, please. Just for us, just as a favor.
Just expect long, stretches of silence.
Yeah.
Where we're just trying to understand what they were thinking when they came up with this game.
Yeah.
And the puzzles that exist in this game.
And if you're watching it on YouTube, just be prepared to hit that right arrow key a couple times. You know, just be ready. Just be ready. Summer, how are you? How have you been? It's been 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Or we took 2 weeks off. So it's been about an amount of time. How are you?
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Great. What have I been up to? Other than the momming that I do, classically, what I'm most known for. What have I been doing? I don't know. So it's
Summer Matthews, famous mother.
Yeah, famous mother. It's what I'm known for. The thing that I've been doing most recently this past week was I would actually say it's not what I'm most known for. This past week was campaign season in No Pixel. And Bunny's husband is running for mayor.
Oh.
He won.
Oh, congrats to him.
Which his first day on the job was Bunny's last day at her term. It just happened to be the same day to a year, the last day of her first term and the first day of his term. It was very bittersweet for me. He killed it. He won by 175 votes.
Sick.
Which was over double what the second place got.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was
landslide.
But it meant I said I would never campaign again. I said I would never do it, but when your RP husband runs for mayor, you're kind of obligated to pitch in a little bit of help. So had a lot of long days, a lot of late nights, and then to cap that off, because that ended Friday, I had a long day of games yesterday with Lauren and Allie, which was really fucking fun. But damn, role playing for a long time is like draining. Yeah. And then I did a stream this morning too. I went for like 4 hours before this because
you're a glutton for punishment.
And I love punishing myself. But it was really fun. I had a really good time. So, Bunny's been on the board of directors for forever at the hospital, but she's finally a nurse because Pixie bullied her into it. So I had my first day of nursing today, which was really fun. Yeah, cool. Which I've decided that I'm doing all of my own sound effects for all of the machinery. And it is so funny. And
just
it's
mouth
so fun.
sounds?
And I was like, only mouth sounds. So
nice.
It's like just beep, a lot of me going like,
bop, boop.
Just like crazy stuff. And the reason I think it's even more funny is because I was like, I should probably figure out, I should probably record me doing this so that I don't have to do it every single time. And so I started to do it. But the way I have my GoXLR set up is I can't. It would fuck up the rest of my setup. So I have to do it live every single time. But I think it's funnier me doing it live because I was doing an x-ray scan and fucking Jeffy goes, this is a long one in the middle of me doing it. And it just made me laugh. But it's funnier, I think, for me to break in the middle of doing my sounds and then have to keep going back to doing my sounds. It's so fun. And it's just, it's ridiculous, but I was like, my goal is going to be to get Bunny fired from being a nurse, because how do you even fire her? She's on the board of directors. And I was like, you could be fired from being a nurse. And I think it would be great because like she would be part of the vote to fire herself from being a nurse. So she'd be like, I think we should give her another chance.
I think she's doing a great job with the resources that she has at her disposal.
Yes. She's not a trained medical personnel. She says that all the time, constantly, you know, and she is doing the best with I think we give her another chance. What do you guys think?
What do you think? You know, just floating this idea here.
Yeah.
What if we let her do whatever she wanted?
Yeah, but I did that for 4 hours and it was really fun the entire time. So
that's great.
Yeah, that's really good. I can definitely see how you could get burned on it pretty quickly, but I'm going to try and not take it too seriously and also do a bunch of other stuff too. But
yeah, I think
outside. Oh, go ahead.
The nice thing about doing the sound effects live is that everyone's getting a personalized experience.
That's really true.
Customer forward care.
It's also really fun for me to figure out what things sound like. Because there's no way I remember what I did for MRI machine today.
Yeah.
Next time I have to do it, I'll just be like, what in my heart does an MRI machine sound like? And that's what it sounds like that day.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because I literally told, because I was doing a fake one, obviously, to just test it, to learn how to do an MRI. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to hear you over the sound. So if you need something, you're going to have to scream. It's just me being so loud and annoying. I was like, you're going to just scream if you need something. If something starts to go wrong, scream.
If you feel yourself being pulled apart at the subatomic level, scream.
Yeah, scream. And I'll probably hear you and shut down the machine.
Probably.
But yeah.
Chances are good.
I mean, hopefully, if I hear you, it's really loud. Yeah, but that was really fun. So, other than that, other than just role play and more role play and lots of parenting and lots of it being way too hot to function. We had a rainy day yesterday and it was so fucking nice. Oh. Like it was cool and like almost chilly. Like it was just so nice. And then today it's hot again. It's not as hot as it's been, but it's hot in my office because my office is so small. I have my computer in here and everything else. So it's just like, it's boiling really fast, but yes, my brain is potato. How are you? How have your 2 weeks been?
Pretty good. I think last time we streamed, Kiana was away and I was going stir crazy. Kiana's back, so I'm more of a human being. I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous still. Do you want to play the fun game of guess how many hours Dylan has in Elite Dangerous?
Yes, I do. I think last time I guessed 40. You're pretty close to that. It's been 2 weeks now. Yeah. You've slowed down a little.
A little bit.
Been playing other games and doing other things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess 105 hours.
Okay. That is incredibly wrong. So Steam is not super accurate, but Steam has me logged at 247 hours.
Oh my god.
In-game tracking has my approximate time played at 9 days, 7 hours, and 3 minutes of playtime.
Oh my god.
So
somewhere in
I played a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been having a good time.
For sure.
I joined a squadron, which is basically Elite Dangerous's version of guilds.
Yeah.
And I've been enjoying that. I did a couple days of resource grind, which was a struggle. But so as an MMO, Elite Dangerous is pretty thin, right? It's not mechanically dense in that way. It's very much a flight simulator, and then there are some things that are around the flight simulation that you can do. And there are other people in the space with you, and that's about as far as it goes. But part of the whole point of Elite Dangerous is that it is the entire Milky Way galaxy simulated in the game.
Okay.
And portions, a area of that galaxy is populated by human beings who have settlements and stations and politics and all that kind of stuff. And all of that is run by NPCs, or is populated by NPCs. But the political situations in every single station, outpost, everything is constantly shifting and changing. And the missions that you choose to take and the actions that you take in the game, such as like assassinating ships from a certain faction, or doing piracy, or, you know, protecting people, or getting bounties from one place, doing illegal stuff, doing missions, all that stuff affects what's called the background simulation. And causes things to happen. So certain factions will rise in power or lose power based on actual player interaction. And the squadron that I'm in has a faction in the game. And so there's a lot of work being done to try and make sure that the faction maintains a hold in the settlements and stations where the faction exists. There's some work being done to try and get into new places. And all of that has to be done by players, right? Like you have to organize, okay, looking at the numbers, we're sort of losing influence in this system, so we need to do some more missions there. Or there's an election happening in this system, and so we need to make sure that the faction we're supporting in that system is getting lots of support so that they win the election. But the types of missions that you can do for that are specific types of missions. Or there's a war over here, so we need like combat effort done there, and all this very interesting coordination being done on like a pretty loose basis. It's not like this person go here, do that kind of stuff, which I think you get a lot more of with like EVE Online. I think has a lot more of that very specific stuff. But it's been really interesting to get a look at some of how those systems work and play around with it a little bit. Dip my toes in. My big contribution has been, I mean, not this weekend because I've been doing E3 constantly, but has been doing recon because it's not like the game has a database of all the systems and their various stations and settlements and whatnot that you can just search up to find out how things are going in a particular place. All of the information about the game and about the factions and how they're doing, all of that is done through third-party tools that are voluntarily given information by players.
Right.
So you basically run tools that read your game data as you're playing and then upload system information to this distributed third-party network that everyone has just bought into. And so there are like various tools, like there's basically a wiki called Anarisis. There's a market, like a markets monitoring website. There are shipbuilding thing, and all of that is fed information from people running, voluntarily running these tools to grab data. And so in order to make sure my squadron has info on all of the systems that we have a stake in, my job is on the recon team has been to have one of these programs running and jump through all of our various controlled systems pretty much every day to update that information so we have up-to-date intel on the state of our faction and what's happening with it, which has been very fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so I've been doing a lot of that. Recently, since Kiana came back, I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom now that they brought our copy home. And I'm very much enjoying it. It's really good. I still don't want to spoil anything. If you liked Breath of the Wild, play it. I got to one of the big story beats, and it obliterated me. It broke me down into my component parts and then
in a good way
aligned them with antimatter, and I no longer exist. Yes.
Okay, great.
It's good.
Amazing.
It's good. I'm having a really good time, and they're doing some stuff, and they're making me feel feelings, and it's a good time. Yeah. And trying to survive the death air. That's what I've been up to. Because smoke is bad for you, kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to be...
Very bad for you.
I'm going to be frustrated for a second.
Okay.
So people here in Toronto, not good at masking for COVID reasons anymore.
Right, of course not.
Because the entire world apparently has decided that
COVID's over.
You can good vibes disease away and it stops happening. But also not wearing masks while there's wildfires and there's smoke, and that shit is so bad for your lungs. Like,
it's so bad for you. I
first started wearing face masks because of wildfire season in California, right? Like the smoke was super bad. I was like, oh yeah, if I'm going to be leaving the house at all, I want to have some kind of a layer between my lungs and this deathly air. Because it's real bad for you, and it's cumulative too. And people here just like walking around like it's nothing. I'm like, you are going to regret this so much.
Yeah.
And it's just so wild to me. It's so frustrating that masks have become this like political thing. This like it's not about the practicality of having protection for your respiratory system. It's about signaling how you feel about a social topic. Which is just a weird vibe, dude.
Yeah. It's really fucking weird.
Protect your lungs, kids. You only get two of them.
Seriously. They're very hard to replace.
Yeah. Yep.
Very, 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 very hard to replace.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to streaming some stuff, and here we are streaming some stuff. Speaking of streaming some stuff, do you want to play some stuff on the stream of stuff?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
We're professionals.
We are.
Longest journey.
Professionals. Okay,
Continue.
I need you to share with me.
Oh,
share with me.
Right. I need to share again.
I need to see it.
It stops. Yeah, I guess you could see.
I need it.
We are here, and I know where here is.
Of course, you know where here is.
Making sure subtitles are still on, because that was a problem. Dragon.
Stone dragon gazing down into the center of the dome like it's guarding the entrance. It's a magnificent
piece of work. Are doing
something. We left the city to go to the enclave for the scholar people so that we can learn the stuff and get the download on how everything works.
Right.
And then we can bring that lore with us and maybe find a MacGuffin. Because these people have an archive with the answers, I think.
Oof. What? What are we doing here? I don't remember what we're doing here.
Hold on. Let's maybe April has a diary entry for us.
Yeah. Okay, let me read.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yes.
So sorry. Monday. I have no concept of what the Arcadian or Mercurian calendar is like, but at home it would be July 31st. Come to think of it, what year is it here? Anyway, that's not really the reason I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library where I may be able to find some answers. The library is at the Sentinel Enclave, just outside of town, and I'm supposed to speak to with a minstrel named Yiren. He's the keeper of books or something like that, which probably translate into the equivalent of a librarian.
The way you pronounced Yiren made it sound like you said urine, and that is hilarious to me right now. Into the enclave.
I always forget that she talks with such sass, and I always try and channel that. energy.
I think maybe we're supposed to stand in middle circle.
A small recess about the size of my fist, with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor.
That is an extremely specific description.
Arranged with equal distance to each other in a circle, and all connected via a duct to the center of the floor.
Okay, but yours is like a little. It's like got little webbies and stuff.
20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
We're gonna have to put something on this bitch. We're gonna have to put something on this bitch. We're gonna have to put something on this bitch.
What?
No. Circle?
Maybe.
Do we have a mirror?
Stairs! Stairs!
Oh, stairs!
Thank God.
Thank God it's not a puzzle. It's just a regular library.
Let's mouth this priest. There's a wheel down there. There's some water. Some extremely dramatic music. We just walked inside of his body.
Oh, goodness me.
I too would be scared if someone walked inside of me.
By the way, you haven't seen Volume 6 of the Complete Annotated History of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
Sorry, no.
Sorry,
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen.
Damn kids.
Only last week I spent 3 hours searching the entire enclave for the second scripture of the ballads, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vespers Tobias was studying it back
Oh
in the
yeah,
city.
right.
Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them, and sign them back in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book
Actual
you borrow.
impossibility.
It makes my job so much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Are you Minstrom?
Are you Minstrom?
Are you the guy?
Urine.
Yes,
Are you
of
urine?
course. What a silly question.
What I know, I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands. Perhaps of the entire world. Although they say the Dark People have a library as big...
I say that phrase again, and I continue to be concerned.
This one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near.
We don't know anything that they mean when they say things in this fucking
Nope.
game. We have to be
What a silly
concerned.
question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly... Now, where did Volume 6...
I'm confused. I don't want to know, really.
Yeah, let's just...
Tobias said I should talk with
We
you.
have a book we
Can we-
need. Can you give us less lore and more book?
I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 meals?
It's been so long.
I must
It's
tell
been
you of this
days
funny
since I've
story
seen
the
him.
other day of how Vesprum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't, as a rule, eat very much at all.
Oh, God.
Know that the Elguan can smell
Oh, my God, this guy.
more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert.
Cool, dude.
Balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
It's like trying to talk to one's grandparents.
Vestrum Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave, that is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
I mean, we're gonna have to go through all this shit anyway.
Yeah, we'll just walk it
I'm
through.
looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I've heard rumors about Merman.
I've heard rumors about mermen who live beneath the Sea of Songs, and I'd like to find out more about them.
Mermen in the Sea of Songs. Let me see what I can find, yes?
Okay, I guess we're gonna do this one book at a time.
Ooh.
Because I think we need like 2 or 3 of them. Ah, a book just appeared in his hand. I love that.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
I love that in this time of video games and animation, they weren't able to move smoothly between animations yet. And so you just have animation goes until it's done and then starts a new animation.
Yeah.
I look like a serving maid.
Oh my god. I'm trying to read the book. Oh, here we go. You're up.
Okay, hold on. It's pixely, but it's slowly coming into focus.
This is a disaster. Okay, I'll read it.
Read the first line and then I can read the rest. It's the only first line I can't read.
Okay. Myram.
It's
also
happening.
mermen, merpeople, Marians.
Cool. A magical people who reside in the depths of the great ocean and other seas. Little contact has been made with the Miriam, who are believed to have been quite numerous in the past, but are now dwindling in numbers. Confirmed location of Miriam cities is between the Briston Atoll and Gaen, centering on the Sea of Songs. Legends of mermen, merpeople, Marians, are rampant amongst sailors. These stories portray the Miriam in a grotesque and violent light, betraying the truth of a largely peaceful people. Oh. Although not much is known about the Miriam, their religion apparently centers around the belief of a benevolent god who lives in the immense depths of the great ocean, and who brought the Miriam to Earth from a place distant and wonderful.
Interesting.
Are you
Cool.
done? Let me take that back.
Extremely
Wow,
epic
the
music just
music.
cuts out. The moment we stop reading the book, it's like, oh, this isn't interesting anymore. Goodbye.
It was so mystical until it wasn't.
That's not where the book goes, man. There's your problem.
There's
Can't-
your fucking issue,
Can't
my
find
guy.
shit because you're just moving books
Putting it
around
where
willy
you
nilly.
want.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. You gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to...
No matter.
Need to find out
Yeah.
which 4 magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone
I
disc.
need to find out which 4 magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes. There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment.
Sure thing, buddy.
Sure.
I'll just
His
stand
arms
here
are so
while you
wide.
walk. Walking around like this.
The wide
Constantly.
stance so he doesn't fall over.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Great.
Thank you.
I'll just stand here while you walk back toward me. There we go.
Look
Oh
like
my
a
god.
serving maid.
April.
Okay. Chapter 16 in the 8th scripture, the scripture of breaking. Regarding the disc of the balance and the events that came about when the disc was broken, the scriptures tell us that the disc was kept at the enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with dissent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immortality. Immorality, my bad. And I'd be like, I'd be disobedient. Let's just fucking, let's go crazy. Okay, and the
Fuck the
immorality beget theft. Oh no, not
Not
theft.
theft.
Tyrian
Anything but
soldiers,
theft.
aided by the sentinel traitors, attempted to. The rest of the page is empty. Make away with the disc, but were thwarted by the wight of the kin herself. intervening, although forbidden to do so, on behalf of the fathers. Oh no, naughty. Okay. The disc was brought safely back to the Enclave, but the threat would linger in the minds of the Minstrum and the Vestrum, so it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the dragon's mouth, shaped into the elements of 4 magical people, and given to those respective people for safekeeping until such a time when it was decreed that the disc would once more be whole. I thought it said wide, and I was like,
Make that disc wide.
Make that disc all wide. Okay. 1 stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark, and the shape the earth between their toes. You really couldn't fit that one on the last page? Okay.
Nope.
1 stone to the watchers of the woods, the ones who are outside. 1 stone to the 2 that make one of air and sea. And 1 stone to, that's got to be mermaids.
Yeah.
And 1 stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, 1 person will make a journey to the 4 who hold the pieces, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no doubt to the righteousness of this person. That's us. We're righteous.
So
as
righteous.
Fuck.
Dude, righteous.
Dead. Crazy.
Man,
Okay.
this is so
Keep going.
epic. There's nothing that could dampen this epic moment.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
And he's going to put it back in the wrong spot, and we're all going to cry about it.
And then we're going to walk back over to where he's standing, away from the place where he puts the books. Yeah. Also, that's the same book cover. I feel like some optimizations could have been made to pathing here. Maybe he could have been standing over here instead of over here, so that you were like standing next to the place where the book was going to go, so you didn't have to
That would make sense.
go back and forth constantly.
Yeah.
You know, just an idea.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you can...
So sorry. Can
More
I
books.
see some more fucking bucks?
Oh, sir.
I'm looking.
No.
Dwaggings.
I'd like to learn more about dragons, about the dragkin.
Oh, yes, yes. We have some wonderful books on that topic. Stay here.
We have some wonderful
have some-
ones, but I'm going to pick one that
gonna
looks
pick out the one that
exactly
I-
the same.
I think this one's going to be the most relevant to you, considering everything else you've been looking into.
Yeah,
Where is he
it's actually
going?
part of a 3-book series. That's why they all
Yeah.
have the same cover.
I can't believe how he's not being nosy at all. If it were me, I'd be like, "What are you?
What you
looking for?
researching?
Strictly, what are you?
I feel like
researching?"
that's like a big librarian thing, though, right? Is if you
It's
ask
just
for
to-
some books on something, it's to be like, oh, so what are the books for? So that they can help recommend other books you might not have known about.
I did.
Yeah,
find
but also I
something of
do think it's
interest.
a
I'll leave it
librarian's
here for you to
librarian's job to not be too nosy, to make people feel awkward, like about themselves. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
have
I
not
don't wanna,
had that experience. But
I'm not going to judge you.
sure.
I feel like I could be judged if I was like, I'm looking into, whatever, and it's like so embarrassing for some reason, and the librarian's like,
I don't know. I feel like it's like talking to a doctor about
That's
awkward body
true.
stuff, right? It's like these
Yeah.
are just the people that you talk to about that.
that's true. That's true.
Like you need to know about some weird esoteric shit that sounds bad out of context. Talk to a librarian. They'd be like,
Okay.
oh yeah, of course, because XYZ
Of
thing.
course. Yeah. Secrets of the Dryatkin by Minstrom Elyak. Forward. The Dryatkin are known by many names throughout the Twin Worlds. In all tongue, they are often referred to as the Drakin. In some variations of Low Tongue, Drekin. In
This
the
is
Southlands, the
unnecessary.
word, these are all just the same word.
Dragic.
Dragic. Refers specifically to the winged lizard, the winged lizard shape traditionally associated with the kin. Okay. In Irid, the eternal spirits of the kin are called simply Drak.
I don't know why I thought they were done giving names.
They're not.
I really
Regardless
thought
of
they
their
were done on
current,
the first page.
they're still going. There's more of their current shape. In Stark, most cultures refer to the kin as dragon, dragon, though this usually refers only to the winged lizard-like shape and not to the spirit inhabiting this shape. In fact, while in Arcady,
Yep.
what? Okay,
Arcady.
the kin Arcady, the kin are respected and revered as eternal spirits with great significance in the balance and the all. In Stark, the kin are mostly creatures of mythology and fairy tales. However, in some Stark legends, the scriptures, notably the Christian Bible, the name dragon is associated with the forces of evil, and thus the religious connotations do seem to have carried over in a somewhat distorted form. Who or what are the Draken? Why not ask who is the creator or what is the all? Questions thus asked will remain in perpetuity unanswered, for they are in truth unanswerable. Okay, why are we asking these fucking questions then? Okay, to condense all knowledge of the creator into one answer is futile, as is any attempt to define the all without describing every single element that makes up the all. So also with the Draken, we cannot answer who is the kin or what is the kin, but we can provide some answers to the...
They just really don't want to write that. They're like, we just... Trust us, bro. Trust us. They're dragons. They're dragons, but dragons. It's kind of different from what you think dragons are.
Yeah.
But in a mostly meaningless way.
Yeah. Simpler questions. Questions that deal with what we see and hear and feel, and what we have been told by the kin themselves. Answers that together may give us, if only the faintest hint of the whole truth, then at least some indication of who or what the Draken are. Born of the emptiness between the stars, reads the 11th scripture of the balance and the scripture of time, shaped in unison with the all, part of the all, yet outside the all. Draken. Note the ancient high-tongue variation of Draken.
Oh my god.
Lose it.
I also love
keep doing this.
That and here this type is overset.
It's over.
So it's on the next page. It's convenient that they just printed it like that. So if you happen to have a corner curl like that, you can still read it.
Yep. Why so many variations and interpretations of the Dryad kin from culture to culture? The kin may have always been shrouded in mystery, and from mystery rises legend and myth. The kin seem content to be seen as nothing but tall tales and figments of a bard's fertile imagination.
Wow. That really paints a picture for me. I'm mystified and wowed and filled with a sense of wonder. And never mind.
Let me take that back for you.
I'm not filled with a sense of wonder. I'm sitting here thinking about a bard's fertile imagination.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I can think about now. And also, they said nothing. They literally said nothing. They said, the kid maybe have given us hints about their true nature, but really nobody has any fucking clue. And they seem fine with that. They're chilling.
They're powerful and important, and that's what matters.
And that's what matters, is that we worship them.
I see some more
we love them.
I think we're done with that one. Silver Spear of
I'm
Gorimon.
looking for a story called
Do not
The
remember
Silver
why we
Spear
need this.
of Gorimon.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear so that they too could set out on their foolish quests?
No.
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
Valid criticism.
About the books, really?
I love the books.
I love the books. The books? The books and I go way back.
The books? You've seen me over here. Books. Me and the books. Over here.
Yeah.
The past 5 minutes.
You know,
Something about me and the books.
It really gets to me, but like I saw someone put a book down once, and I couldn't just stand there and watch it happen. I had to say something.
Yeah. That sounds really hard.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Maybe this cracked energy is exactly what this game needed. I don't know.
Maybe. These books are really doing something for me. Maybe books are, it.
Books are good. Read books, kids.
They're the moment. The Silver Spear of Gorimon. Ooh.
I love Digimon.
In the glory day, me too. In the glory days of Baksheva, before the drought, I love. It's like it means nothing. It means nothing to us. It's so
proper noun, proper
fun.
noun, proper noun. Proper noun, proper noun.
Yeah. In the glory days of Baksheva, where's that? Before the drought, what's that? When Goramon, who's that? Was the great... Oh, it's a city. Okay, was the greatest city in the known world. The Perich of Baksheva decided to forge the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty white dragon. Heard of that?
What's that? What's a white dragon? What's a dragon even? Is there a book maybe that can tell me what a dragon is?
Go back? I think there's like 14 other names for this bitch. I'm sure we could pick one that we are vibing with. Why'd they go with dragon here? Okay, anyway. The Perich had grown greedy and bored. Okay. His treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired... Oh, God. He desired nothing except the one thing he could never have. The unborn daughter of the white dragon.
I'm sorry. What?
The fairest, purest, most beautiful creature in the universe. Why do you want their fucking... Hello? Unborn? He had asked the white dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage, but she had refused, scolding him for his insolence and warning him to keep...
His dick in his pants.
Oh, hold on, it's loading. His distance from immortals. And so the Perich sought the advice of a mighty sorcerer. I hate when my book is loading. The dark and cruel Eos to learn how to kill one. Okay, calm the fuck down. To kill one of the Dryakin, not dragons. The sorcerer told the Perich of the white silver of Mount Tyranny, the strongest substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. The Perich ordered his army to go north across the ocean and to bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. When his men returned with the rare metal, the Perich ordered the finest blacksmith in Baksheva to his castle, where Eos, the sorcerer, cast a spell to create an unholy forge. Ooh. 10 days and 10 nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith died. Okay, just kidding. Could present a tall spear to his...
Loading.
His emperor. Loading. But, loading again. Where's loading again? It's coming back. It's gonna be here any second. I'm positive. It should... But I'm just gonna bullshit it. But before the something he used, I think, I can't tell what it said. You read the top few lines. It's loading in from the bottom up.
Before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood, beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldiers who had retrieved the white silver from Mount Tyranny. The Perich's private bath was filled with their blood.
I got it. As he dropped the silver spear into the red bath watched over by Eos, a terrible scream erupted, and steam rose up in a red, foul-smelling cloud. Ugh. When the steam lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red, and it did it again. Why? It's not things changed, game. You don't need to do this. This is a Discord thing for sure.
Yeah.
A red color with a terrible weapon now ready to be wielded, the Perich issued a challenger to the white dragon to either surrender her daughter to him for marriage or to suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the white dragon refused, and that's all I can read.
Refused him yet again and flew to meet the Perich, his sorcerer, and his 1,000-strong army on the green fields outside Gorimon. Of the magical silver spear, she knew nothing, and the Perich kept it wrapped in cloth by his side. Bring your forces around, Perich. Sorry. Bring your forces around, Perich, warned the white dragon. If you do not, I will lay waste to them all. I wish my men no harm, lied the Perich, for this is between the two of us. He then rode forward alone and dismounted his horse, but stayed within reach of the spear. The white dragon landed before him, and she said, "You are brave to face me like this when you know you cannot harm me." Then the Perich raised a hand as if to greet her, but it was instead a sign to his sorcerer, the terrible Eos, who cast a mighty spell, overprinted, to hold the white dragon while the Perich drew his silver spear. The white dragon fought bravely, and she was close to escaping the sorcerer's magic, but the Peric was quick, and he thrust the magic spear into her chest. She screamed in pain and anger, and the sorcerer's spell could no longer hold her. Rising on her beautiful wings, blood pouring down on the land below, she cursed Baksheva, her Peric, and her people for all time.
Good.
Wherever the white dragon's blood fell, the land turned arid, and grass became sand. The Peric sent his army to follow the white dragon and to bring back her egg, but the drought grew, and within days, the once proud empire of Baksheva was turning into a desert. Then followed a fierce storm that tore across the land for 100 days and nights, and when the dust settled, there was nothing left of Baksheva but 2 coastal cities and a few scattered oases. It is said that in the buried ruins of a lost capital, wrapped in the arms of the Peric who dared test the immortal, rests the silver spear of Gorimon. That was pretty cool.
Very dramatic. That was a good story. I liked that, even though I didn't know who most of the key players were.
Yeah.
But it seems great. And this guy, the Peric, seems like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah. I'm really feeling the mythic vibes of this important fable.
Yeah.
And it's stirring something. Never mind.
Let me take that back for you.
And just like that, it's gone. And
Just like that, I feel nothing. Yeah.
And just like that, White Dragon lore is locked away in my noggin, and I couldn't give a shit about it.
It's not in your notes?
I'm sure it's in my diary.
It's probably, yeah. Do we have more books that we need from Yaren?
Probably. We said 4.
It looks like we're like pinching him in the armpit or something.
Such a fright.
Like I also would be like, huh.
See some more books?
Oh, stop pinching me, lady.
History of Mercuria. Oh
A
God.
book on the history of Mercuria would be
We have
interesting.
many
We have
things
way
to read.
more.
An extensive.
That was a scroll
subject,
down
to
type
be
beat.
sure. I will
Yeah.
Extensive. Fuck me. Extensive? Yeah, please no.
Oh boy. Walk a little slower, why don't you?
Seriously.
Damn. Walk slowly, you're at a pool. No running at the pool.
No, yeah, no running by the pool. You could slip and fall. Bonk your head.
Good.
I did find
Goodness
something of interest.
gracious.
I'll leave it here for you.
Okay. I wish I could hit escape and skip the animation too.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to read. For some reason, it turns to pickles. It turns
Pickles. Not the pickles.
it turns to pixels every time it goes to a book. I don't know why. Just the books.
Wonder-
It's literally nothing else. It's just for some reason.
I mean,
it's
this
just
shit is
books like-
textured to hell.
Yeah, to fuck. Okay, I can read it.
There we go.
Travels in the Northlands by Yemen.
Sure.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Jermaine the Discoverer. The first part, easy enough. In my many years as a traveling poet and bard. Oh, okay. I have journeyed far
With a
and wide
fertile
across-
imagination.
He's got such a fucking fertile imagination. I should probably be more dramatic. In my many years as a traveling poet and bard, I have journeyed far and wide across the fair realm of Arcadia, and I have seen sights most people have not dreamed. My brain is operating at 1%. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible southern capes in the midst of winter, when the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as the towers of Altaban wash over my frozen body. I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the south. And oh wait, I can do it. Shala? What does it say?
Swallow.
I can barely read it. Okay,
Discord,
whatever.
why?
You're the bard. It's you. It's you.
It's me.
You're the reader for these
Okay.
very textured books.
Okay.
Sorry. If only it weren't textured so wildly. I'm sure that's what it is.
I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the south swallow brave galleons whole, creatures the size of mountains that with a flick of a tail can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I have crossed the great ocean from north to south, and from east to west, and in the course been stranded on desert islands with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation for months at a time. I have ridden... You're a terrible sailor. I have ridden the giant Elguan across Changagriel, the wasteland, from Altaban to Monterba, and further south where the Taruk, the oasis, are few and far between. And I have seen the shifting dunes above the ruins of Gorimon, precious jewel of the Bakshivan Empire, concealed for centuries by the coarse and treacherous sand. And I have journeyed far west, carried on goodwill and destiny by shadow ships, to the strange and unknown cliffs of a world unseen by most, a world of an unfamiliar tongue and customs of a world of great wonder and mysticism. I have seen all this and more, but the fairest sights still I have seen in the lands of the north, from the Ireed to the border mountains, from Tyran to the Bay of Fire. No sight can ever compare to dawn at Mount Tyranny, looking out to the plains of Nedra, where wild stallions run free in the thousands, and to look on the city of Coruscant, not Coruscant, not Star Wars.
Different, legally distinct.
The pearl of fire, while the boiling sun sets in the ocean beyond. The slow waves reflecting dark, yellow, and red as they lap slowly upon the sandy shores is an experience truly treasured and ne'er forgotten. These lands are blessed by the Creator, shaped by men, yet wild and free and fertile, home to the greatest cities, the most precious sights, and the most cultured and civilized people in Arcadia. Well, let's not go comparing civilization, shall we?
Yeah.
Of all the fires I have rested my weary legs by, of all the taverns where I have learned the legends of tale spinners and memorized the songs of bards, of all the lands where I have wandered from city to village, it is to the Northlands I return time and time again to learn ever more. Join me now, for I will evoke in you the very emotions I first experienced when visiting the sights and treasures of the Northern lands. Join me, and I will surely bring you there, to the exotic midst of this blessed land, and you will pine for its rugged coast and green woods and its hardy people. And like me, you will never rest until you can return to yonder shores. Where is this writing in the rest of the game?
Yeah, this is fun. Even though I don't know what half the shit that he's talking about, because we don't live here. This is fun.
Yeah.
This is like good shit. He's
Mark
telling a story. He's a bard.
O Mercuria, thou unkempt diamond, of capitals thou art by truth the fairest. Thy counsel many seek for knowledge, kept within its centuries sought and gathered, by men wiser than the ages, brought hither by word of mouth. Mercuria changed thou not the course of war. Mercuria, changed thou not the course of war between thine people? Diplomat, wise man, magician, all this and more. Thou hast without equal the mark of merit and virtue. Written by Shemaine Earthrin, the poet. The august capital of Ireed, the unified country, Mercuria lies on the hardy southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyran and Coruscant. It is a port of call for merchants, traders, adventurers, and pilgrims from all four continents, a place of commerce and diplomacy for millions of humans and other species. Ireed is a strong and proud land, perched between the plains of Nedra to the north, the land of the Tyran to the west, the Great Sea to the south, and the forests of the Northlands to the east, inhabited by humans, Dulmari, Tyran, Mole People, and Veneer. Ireed was formed after Mercuria emerged as a major center for diplomacy and trade, and became the banner under which the surrounding lands united as one. Ireed is a democracy, currently led by the Chief Council of the Ireed Flag, Lord Igvin Dellen. The High Council, composed of the ministers who govern by representation, resides in the Mercurian Hall of Assembly, flanked by the palace and the barracks. The Iredes are traditionalists, and their form of government has barely changed over the last few millennia. In High Tongue, Ireed means unification, or assembly. Marcuria is one of the largest cities in Arcadia, the capital of Ireed and a center for trade, diplomacy, and cultural diversity. Populated by a large variety of races, from human to Vanir, Marcuria has grown from its origins as the birthplace of humanity to a city for all Arcadians and the hub of the civilized world. Oh my god, this book is 1,000,000 pages.
Yep.
Founded 20,000 years ago at the shore of the then unconquerable ocean, it is the first known permanent settlement of the emerging human race. Initially left to its own devices by more developed races, Marcuria grew large and fat and wealthy. With newfound confidence, it passed through a period of expansion, which gained it a reputation as a merciless aggressor, which soon which other thing, you should never... Yep. Which soon brought violent attention from the Tyrant in the west and the Dolmari in the north. After years of war, Marcuria was decimated and subsequently rebuilt with sufficient reinforcements to weather attacks from both sea and land. Peaceful times followed, whereupon Marcuria settled into the role it has in today's Arcadia. Although all surrounding areas fall under its jurisdiction, there is sufficient self-governing and few central taxes to appease all but the most disgruntled. The huge areas of farmland around the city benefit from the well-kept roads, markets, and the busy export to other lands. Nearby villages benefit from the military might of Marcuria, protecting them against roving barbarians and tyrant armies, and Marcuria also provides the people of the Northlands with one of the best and busiest ports in Arcadia, allowing travel to distant destinations around the world. Holy shit.
Are you done? Let me take that back.
Is there going to be a quiz? I think there's going to be a quiz, Summer.
No. No.
I think there's going to be a quiz.
No.
I think we're going to be tested on this stuff.
There shan't be. No.
I don't know.
No. Absolutely not. And if we are quizzed, it's in our notebook.
True.
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
Oh.
Oh.
Could I see yet more books?
We have more books that we need to look through, right?
Oh, I'm going to actually fall asleep.
I might too.
Read some Arcadian folk tales.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Favorite topic of mine. I have just what you're looking for.
Oh. Hell yeah, Yaren. Fuck yeah, piss boy.
I love this for us. And for him. Piss boy.
The piss boy. That's what everyone called him in college. Don't ask why. You ever want to read a book and then realize that in order to read a book you'd have to play a video game?
No,
because that's the
I've
only
never
way,
been through that before.
It's the only way to read books. Didn't you know?
I didn't know that. I just didn't read. You know, I just assumed all the books were, I don't know, not here.
Folktales. All right.
You got this.
Speaking of folktales, Sadra, the faithful wife.
Fun.
Okay. Sadra was married to a brute of a man named Care, who was a bully who drank, cursed, gambled, and beat up his wife when he'd lost coins at the cups table. Jesus Christ.
Still,
Sadra treated Care with respect and changing the pronunciation to Kare, with respect and care. She fed him when he was hungry, she made his bed and washed his back, and she laid down with him when he told her to. She should have murdered him.
100%.
She never complained of her hardships to anyone, even though some days she woke up with bruises all over her body. Fucking hell. Despite her husband's treatment, Sadra was a beautiful woman with lovely dark hair and green eyes, and men would admire her when she went to the market for food or the town well for water. But none dared approach her, fearing her dangerous husband more than they admired her beauty and grace. People would say, "Poor Sadra, she deserves better than what she has. She is so good and patient, even though her husband mistreats her every day." But no one was willing to do anything to free her from her husband, as they all feared his wrath. "She chooses her own path," they would say, "and it is not our duty to interfere." Then one day, a tall and handsome prince rode into town to visit with the elder council. When he spotted Sadra carrying 2 heavy buckets from the well to her home on the edge of town, he was taken with her beauty and youth, and he jumped down from his horse to help carry her buckets home. On the way, he offered Sadra courtship, but when told she was already married, he bowed respectfully and excused himself for acting inappropriately. That night, Sadra's husband heard about the prince helping his wife, and after striking her down for letting royalty interfere with her duties, he strode drunkenly, for he had already had his usual fill of dark ale, towards the tavern where the prince and his cohorts were staying. When Kare arrived at the tavern, the prince was eating dinner, and when told Sadra's husband was there to see him, the prince stood and waved the man closer. "I must congratulate you on your good taste in marriage," said the prince, "for your wife is the most beautiful and good-hearted woman I have ever met." And then he offered Kare a seat and a tall mug of ale, but the angry husband did not appreciate the prince's advances, and he drew a sword and lunged at the prince before his guards could react. The prince was quick and lucky to avoid certain death, and before Kare could make a second strike, the prince had recovered his sword from where it stood by the wall and stood ready to fight the brute. "Leave him be," called the prince when his guards drew arms and ran to protect their liege. "This is between him and me." Smiling briefly, he nodded his head to Kare and stood to attention. Obviously, his skill with the sword was formidable. Kare, a coward at heart, knew that if he fought fairly, he would surely die, and he sheathed his sword but loosened the knife he had tucked up his long sleeve. "My pardon, prince," said Kare. "My love for my wife is such that I am blinded by jealousy. I offer you friendship and apologies." He extended an open hand to the prince and smiled a broad lizard smile. The prince, unaware of Kare's mistreatment of his faithful wife, smiled back, put down his sword, and extended his own hand. "Your apology is accepted, sir." Then, suddenly, Kare's knife was in his hand and moving in a blur toward the prince's exposed throat, had it not been for the quick eye of a nearby guard, who with the broadside of his sword struck Kare on the side of his head. The prince would have been dead.
That was twice he almost would have been dead.
The knife carved a deep scar in the prince's shoulder, but did no serious harm. Kare was taken away to the town prison to be judged when the sun rose. His crime was surely punishable by death, especially if Sadra would testify to his cruelty in front of the judge. Free of Kare's tyranny, the townspeople now spoke of Sadra's suffering by her husband's hand, but Sadra would not herself, even now, speak against her husband, and instead of being sentenced to death, Kare was sent away to work in the king's mines for 25 years. Taken with her faithfulness, the prince yet again offered Sadra courtship, but again Sadra declined, for she was still a married woman. Then, 1 year later, Kare attempted to escape the king's mines by killing 2 guards and climbing the walls, but he was shot down with an arrow and died in agony and disgrace. Again, the prince visited Sadra's town, bringing condolences and a renewed offer of courtship, and this time, Sadra agreed. Months later, the prince and Sadra were married in a glorious ceremony, and when the old king died, the prince became regent and Sadra his queen. She was as good a queen as the land had ever seen, and she was loved dearly until the day she died, and her funeral was the grandest and most tearful in memory. The end.
I fucking hated that story.
Moral of the story, according to this book, if you're in an abusive relationship, stay in it so that people know that you're a good person, and eventually things will just sort of work out for you.
Eventually he'll just die.
Yeah, people will be so impressed that you are such a stand-up. Absolutely not. 0%. Get help. I'm not surprised that's the story that's in this game.
Yeah, I'm not either.
The Children of the Lake.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that
Okay,
fucking sucked.
let's go.
Hopefully this is better.
Yeah.
There was a village by a lake where no couple had borne a child for 20 years. The villagers were desperate, for without children their village would wither and die, and they turned to their god for help. The next morning, 50 young children rose out of the misty lake and wandered onto the shores, much to the joy of the childless women. Only the women. "We are yours," said one
Men
of the
couldn't
children.
give a shit. They were like, we didn't even want them.
Yeah, they're like, who? Who's here? I'm sorry. The amount of testosterone in my specific chromosomes is keeping me from even acknowledging the existence of children. I'm just too manly for that.
I'm so manly, man. And I was going to carry this town on my broad shoulders anyway. We didn't need the kids. I was never going to die anyway. Don't worry about it, guys.
Do they need to hear about, I don't know, conservatism or essentialism? Because I've got those covered. We are yours, said one of the children. As long as you remember one thing, you are never to fish from this lake again. Instead, you must learn to hunt in the forest and live off the land. The villagers agreed, though they were worried they might go hungry, since they were used to catching and eating fish from the lake. But it didn't take long before they had taught themselves to hunt and grow wheat and potatoes in the fields. 18 years passed, and then one day an old man grew tired of rabbits and deer and potatoes and bread, and he longed to catch a big fish and cook it over a sizzling fire. He took his boat out to where the villagers would not see him, and he sank his line. Almost immediately he caught a large trout, but as he was rowing back to shore, he saw the children of the lake wander from their homes back into the dark waters from whence they came. Their mothers called for them, tried to hold on to them, begged them not to leave, but they would not speak, and one by one they disappeared into the lake. The old fisherman then saw, as the children sank into the murky waters, how they turned into large fish and sped off into the deep. He was shameful then, and dropped his catch back in the water, but it was too late, and the village would forever remain childless. Damn. That was a better one.
Let me take that back.
That was a way better one.
Yeah.
I literally, as soon as they said, you can't fish from this, I in my head, I said, now how's one of these men going to fuck this up for the group?
I immediately thought, those kids are fish.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Do we
One
have
for
more?
two.
Oh, it looks like we're hugging him almost, like,
I see some more.
give him a little squeeze.
Okay.
More?
Oh no, we're done.
Oh, actually,
Actually,
I don't feel like
right now.
I really don't.
Don't feel like. Very well. Though it is the strangest
Was there any other
thing
questions we had to
I've
ask
heard in a
him?
while. How can you not
That was
feel
it.
like reading?
Okay.
That was all the stuff I could say. I'll see you later.
Later. Cool.
Okay.
Yes, good.
So cool.
I'm gonna read the diary, and we're gonna see what the diary says.
I can read this. There's no textures.
It's the same. We haven't gotten any.
Oh, God.
I guess we go talk to Tobias
Okay.
and be like, read some books, and I found some stuff out.
Okay, hold on.
I presume that the 4 pieces of the tablet are going to go in, or the medallion are going to go in these 4 circles.
Walk north of
And
the
then-
city. Oh. This says don't go back to that guy. This one says go talk to Captain
Nebove?
Nebove. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen. Oh,
Hey,
that's
Nebove.
fine. I don't give a shit.
What's up?
Where we
Hello.
gotta go?
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
Nope. This is a different
then
walkthrough.
we're missing something else. Okay, we did all the books. We have to
Did.
talk to Brian again.
Yeah, West House.
West House.
Which means that we need to walk forever. Because we can get out here fast, but we can't go back.
That's the only other thing we have to do. And then we should be able to talk to him.
Sick.
Nebave.
Neebve.
Neeby. BB.
Oh, man, editing
Wild.
this is going to be a time.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be like, did I really say those things? Is that
I
really
really
the
did.
energy
West House, I'm
I came
back.
in with?
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken?
It was a bit of an accident.
You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
We just
It's
want to
not
talk.
that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I mean, first time wasn't by
stayed
choice either.
Because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
No, he's in like
He
a
doesn't
weird
even know
tube
I'm
right
here,
now.
Unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers. I shifted in my underwear.
No.
You ever take a big shift in your underwear?
Isn't that the way,
I
though?
hate it when that happens.
Care for a drink? Oh, no,
That was funny.
You, don't.
Yeah, I'm 12. Okay. No, I'm 18.
Would you
Okay,
mind
guys,
helping
calm
me with a few
down.
questions?
I've nothing better to do, so shoot.
Shoot.
Do you know anything
Dragons.
about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely
These
do you
days?
wish to know about the damn beasts?
This is the guy who wanted to marry the dragon's unborn daughter.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That's the parrot.
Somehow.
Myself, but no, I don't know
actually.
anything about it.
No, he's
You'd
from
be
Star-
better off speaking
Yeah.
with the Sentinel Minstrom. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
Okay. And then the god one.
Did you ever hear a story about a god who fell from the sky?
Just ask everything we
Stories
haven't
aren't
asked
my
before.
thing, April.
Oh,
You should visit
I
a
bet you-
library. I'm sure you'll find some
I
stories
bet
in the
you
books. I know the Sentinel
the
have a library
god
somewhere near the city.
that the mer people are all
I've
about
also heard
Yeah.
is the
rumor
god who
of
fell from the
people
sky.
with wings who
Yeah.
do nothing but observe
and
record
also is
history
the
from
white
stories.
dragon after getting
Agreed.
stabbed.
Yeah,
Don't know
I think
if
so
that's
too.
all it is. A rumor. Still, if you're looking for stories, it may be wise to check it out and see if you can find them.
I missed what he was telling us to go look at. But our diary has it.
Okay, we need to just to keep ask every
I'm
question we
looking for a
haven't.
disc that will
The
open
flying
up the
people
Guardian's
one.
realm.
I think is what we missed.
That's
Because
religion,
there's
Miss
another
Ryan.
book
And
that we
the only
couldn't
thing
read because we didn't know to
are
ask about the book.
whiskey,
Fuck.
a good cigar, and a nice long. Anyway, don't ask me about all that
A nice long what?
balance mumbo
Nap?
jumbo.
I could go with a nap.
Why wouldn't he just say?
What did you say about the flying?
They're supposed to be great storytellers.
Gotcha.
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish,
Oh my
I'm sure.
God.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Guardian.
What?
Balance, Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
What?
What the fuck? Let's get out of here.
Bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all.
I'll just forget you said that, Miss Ryan. If there's one thing I miss about Stark, it's
Damn.
bullfighting.
You'll be happy to hear then that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago.
Get wrecked.
Damn.
Okay, let's go.
Can't think of any more
Goodbye.
questions for now.
All right, so now we got to go
Then
back to
let's
the
talk
library
Read-
and ask
about
questions
Read
about the
another
flying
book.
people.
Oh god.
And then
Thanks, Mr. Wesson.
Oh god, no! Don't yawn. You're gonna make me
Something.
yawn.
I'm
Come back
sorry.
if you're
I'm
homesick.
tired, okay? My brain is
Stop it.
rotting.
Don't be tired. Just stop.
I'm hungry.
Just
I
don't
ran
do
out of
it.
Diet Coke. I'm sleepy. Everything bad.
Everything bad that could happen to a person is happening to us.
Yeah.
That's what's happening at the end of the
I
day.
need food. I need Diet Coke. I need a slippers. I need a little nap. I don't need to be reading books about lore that means nothing to me.
Goodness, it's
Could I
Look.
see some more books?
Book.
She sounded exhausted when she said that. Keep going. Keep down.
I'm looking for some information.
no matter.
Flying people. That's the one. The flying.
There we go.
people. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was skimming.
No, you're good.
Are there
This
any
typeface
books
is
about
not good for
flying people
skimming.
who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, hmm? Let me see what I can find. Hold on.
Let me open the Winged Storytellers book.
Section. Oh my god, I can't.
I understand what's happening. He's trying to Naruto run, but because he's so slow, he just walks with his arms out to the side.
Oh, yeah. He's so old.
Yep. That's what Naruto will look like when he's
I
80.
did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Thanks. Walk faster. Alatian. Oh, it's short.
Near the Briston Atoll.
Thank God.
Maybe I should try to go there.
Alatian, a crafty winged people who have recently dwindled in numbers and whose ability to fly long distances has been steadily diminishing over the past 2 centuries. The Alatian are known for their ability to remember and tell stories from before the dawn of mankind and up to the modern events. The largest known tribe of Alatian, with whom traders have occasional contact, resides on the otherwise uninhabited island of Alay in the Briston Atoll.
Are you done?
Fuck. Yeah.
Let me take that back for
Get
you.
me out of here.
Thank
Let me leave.
God.
Let me leave. No, I have to watch him put the book away. Fuck. Now we talk to Neve, I assume. To be like, hey, can you take me to this place where the winged people are?
Yes. And he's going to be like,
I'm a piece of
I
shit.
can't.
I'm sardonic. And I'm gonna make fun of you for asking.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you know the island of Elias?
The
Elias.
vacation paradise of the ancient Delmari? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario.
No wind.
Number 1,
Yep.
there's no wind, so we can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past.
But
and
that's
I
gonna be
have
the
yet
old
to
guy.
find his replacement.
Or the
And number
weird
3,
lizard person.
you're a woman. We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Sexism.
Isn't that a bit sexist?
Sexy is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for
That is not the
months
word
at
we
a
used.
time.
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
Common decency would be great.
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
Okay, we gotta go talk to the old man.
Appreciate it if I could
Yeah.
hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Yes.
Ain't gonna happen.
'Cause he's the one that lost the bird. So
Yep.
now we gotta go talk to
Why?
the guy with the bird.
Birdman.
The order of events. The order of events. The
Birdman.
order of events.
Birdman. Birdman.
Because we gotta figure out what that is. That goddamn
Hello again,
chest.
old man.
The wind, I bet, is in that chest.
Oh, yeah, could be.
I don't know.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I put the wind in a chest 2 weeks ago?
So ask him what's in the chest.
Do you know how I
I
get
can
passage?
get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Course she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant when I be away at sea. Women
Rip, dude.
never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
Yikes.
Oh my
Not
God.
much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye, unless...
Unless
I need
what?
coin to travel in a boat unless... What?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good captain
There we go.
Nebave, who be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind be picking up.
What kind of favor?
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Oh,
Oh.
there we
Would
go.
you cash
There
in
we
your
go.
favor with Nebave if I got your bird back?
Aye, I be promising anything to get me friend back. It be a deal.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
See
Goodbye.
you later.
Might as well ask about the
If
island.
I not dead, aye.
That's fine.
Oh,
That's fine.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna get his bird back. We'll ask then.
Okay. Go get bird. Go get bird. Get the bird. Get the bird. Go.
It's a
Go.
lighthouse.
Bird.
The blue
Bird.
fire's burning bright. A safe
Bird,
be-
bird, 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 bird.
I've wanted this bird for so long.
I know.
It's like the first thing we saw when we came to Arcadia.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I get that bird? Give me that bird.
We're gonna get that damn bird.
Let's get some bird. And you remember shoes? Remember that?
I do. Oh my God. Shoes?
Shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
I am ancient in internet years.
Me too.
Gimme the bird.
Talking bird.
Go talk to the guy. Help him.
I'm not talking to you, you cheat.
We gotta screwdriver him, I think.
Yeah.
You still interested in a trade? My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
The bird.
The bird.
The talking bird.
That scraggly heap of... A fantastic choice, young lady. Hold on a second and I'll get him for you. A fantastic choice, and I really mean that.
A useless screwdriver for a useless bird.
Yeah.
Good trade.
But we're gonna get a shit ton of money for it. That's what's important. I can't wait to put this.
This just grabs the bird?
Wow.
We're just holding the bird. We're putting the bird in our pocket? What the fuck?
I loved everything about that.
So.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Huh?
Let me put the bird down.
Wait a second. Did the old man send you to get me?
I guess he did. My name's April.
Oh, God. Is there no escape? I mean, not that I like being cooped up in a cage for gamblers to gawk at and children to spit at all day, but give me a break. It's better than being locked away in a stinking chest.
What?
Thanks a whole bunch for rescuing me, April.
You're welcome.
No. Hey, that's not what I meant. I was being sarcastic. Do you know what sarcastic means? Speak all tongue? Yes?
No, actually, I don't. I speak English.
English? I don't know where you're from, lady, but you're weird. Okay, so let me go already, all right? Enough with the I'm human so I can boss the bird around shtick. We're all impressed.
Sorry, I promised the old man I'd win you back. I need a favor from him badly.
Yeah? So what's so important you sacrifice a bird's happiness and well-being?
This poor bird.
The fate of two worlds, billions of people, and the balance.
Yeah? So, no, forget it.
So were you always just Bird? Or did you have a better name?
Better, damn.
Wow. It's always been Bird. My full name is That Damn Bird. I learned that when I was 2 weeks old. That damn bird, the old man would say, no good ball of feathers. Then he beat me with a stick.
What the hell?
That's brutal.
No. He'd just stick me in the chest and forget about me.
Oh my
Which is
god.
almost as bad as beating, believe you me.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fucking... That's awful.
Bird.
Do not put a bird in a fucking box.
Bird, I'd call you Crow.
Yeah, well, I'm my own bird, lady, and I don't... Crow. You'd call me Crow? That's a pretty good name.
Is it? It's just a type of bird.
But he doesn't know that.
I guess I gotta get you back to your master bird. He's pining for you.
All he's pining for is coin to gamble with.
It's really none of my business. Sorry.
Sure.
All right.
We are good people.
We're doing it for the balance, Dylan. Doing it for
Right.
all
For
balance.
the two.
We're doing it for the
worlds.
the Dragon.
Yep. The dragish.
The dragon. All right, give this
So just
fucking guy's bird.
Bird the man.
Bird him.
It's like when you're hanging out with your bros and they're like, bird me. And then you have
Bird
to
me.
throw a bird.
Here's your bird.
Just throw
At your
the crow.
friend.
Sir.
Throw the crow.
It wasn't easy, but I got him back. I sure hope you're grateful.
Bird, blessed be the balance, me faithful friend and companion be back.
He's going on the chest. He's going on the chest.
No!
No!
Back in the chest, not in the chest!
Why?
This poor fucking bird, dude.
Now can you help me get passage on a ship?
I be a man of me word. Speak ye
At least
with
he had
Captain
fresh air when he was in the
Horatio Nightingale,
cage.
the white
Damn.
Dragon, the ship behind yous.
Is that the end for the bird? Is the bird just in a chest forever? Dude.
I think so,
Thanks,
yeah.
old man.
We're the worst.
Oh, No, I think he gets out.
Okay, well that's good. Because, okay, we're gonna go talk to Horatio.
Oh, can I give you a spoiler? That's fun.
No.
Okay, I won't give it to you.
We'll find out.
We'll get it so soon. It's just fun.
Are we the baddies?
You know old Umbrianos, don't you?
The old drunk? Aye, he be a good captain once. But ever since he lost his ship, he hasn't been much worth to anyone.
Be that as it may, you do owe him a favor, right?
Aye, that I do. He saved my life more than once. And I wouldn't be captain of this beautiful lady if it weren't for him.
Guess what? I'm here to cash in on that favor.
I'll be damned. What did you do for the old geezer? Promise him your hand in marriage?
I got him a bird.
Don't you mind that, old boy. Just get ready to sail south. You're giving me a lift to the island of Elias. I mean, since you're already heading for Gien.
I am? That could prove a little tricky.
Now come.
No wind.
For one,
No navigator.
there is no wind. That accursed alchemist up north has put some kind of spell on the wind.
Oh no.
Clax, I believe his name is. Roper Clax.
Terrible
gonna be
name.
our
He's in a bloody
issue.
rock somewhere beyond Riverwood. As long as he's got his dirty claws on the wind, this vessel ain't going nowhere. Then there's a little problem with my crew. I can't very well leave the harbor without a navigator.
Valid.
And my last one decided he didn't much care for the sea anymore and went off to marry a serving maid.
And good for him.
Okay. Let's say I manage to free the wind and find you a new navigator. Then will you drop me off on Elias?
You think you will be able to defeat Clax, free the wind, and find me a new navigator? By Jaw's pus-filled left eye, if you do such a trick, then I'll take you wherever you wish to go.
On it.
Most likely they'll be holding your funeral within the week, girl. Just leave the madman be and let the army deal with him.
Never you mind. As long as you keep your promise and take me to Elias.
What's with Elias, anyhow? It's been deserted for hundreds of years, ever since the Dolmari fell victim to the Great Plague.
The Great Plague.
I need to visit the Elation people to listen to some of their stories.
As if there aren't enough stories here. It takes all sorts, that be for sure.
All right, protagonist powers, activate.
Yeah. So we might be able to go, outside the city, see what's up. We got a couple of things we gotta do now.
Yeah, we gotta talk to an alchemist and get him to give the wind back. We gotta find a navigator who is staying at our hotel. We can
do at least one of those in the next 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Surely.
For sure. Oh, we can go north now. Cool. Do we want to go north or do we want to go to the inn?
North, for sure.
Great. Look at them cows.
Look at all
Some
those
kind of cattle,
chickens.
Not the kind of cattle they breed in Kansas. It's a farmhouse. It's a small
what's out here?
barn. Those
We gotta
monuments,
go.
They're enormous, like man-made mountains.
Oh yeah, we can go into the forest.
What they were made for.
Mm.
Pretty cool landscape.
Yeah. It's neat. Bird. That animation. Okay.
Yay!
Yay. The bird escaped.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
It's a discarded wagon wheel.
You're a discarded wagon wheel. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice.
That wasn't nice.
Bird! What a cutscene.
That was crazy. It's Crow.
Do you always travel like you got a two-headed Besparian nymphate on your tail? I couldn't keep up half the time.
Crow, is that you?
Hop, hop.
Of course, there was that pair of stunning robin redbreasts. Twins, did you know?
Oh my god.
Not as if I could just leave them without a kiss or two.
Oh my
or 12,
god.
as it turned out. Maybe I'm just out of shape after being stuck in boxes
That's
and
like-
cages and knapsacks
that's like someone-
for the past
oh,
20
man.
years.
Did you see those bears?
yes, it
I couldn't
is
just
you.
pass up those sexy
Of course
bears.
it's me. How many birds do you know with both good looks and a sense of humor?
You got a
Bird
sense of
isn't a
humor.
species.
No, funny. Nah, that's funny.
What are you doing here, Crow?
Neither is fish,
What
for
am I
that
doing
matter.
here? What am I doing here? How about a nice to see you, Crow? Or I've missed you so much, Crow? Or at least a glad to see you out of that chest, Crow?
I am glad to see that he got out of
It
the
is
chest.
nice to see you,
Me too.
Crow. How did you escape?
Cunning, milady. Of course, that keg of Androgen stone liquor the old geezer got his hands on didn't hurt. I've never seen such a shameful display of public drunkenness in my life. Well, not since the last time I had a thimble full of wine. Yeah, boy, were those ladies in for a surprise.
What?
When they were told I could talk, I'm sure they didn't count on my encyclopedic knowledge of Dolmari obscenities.
My
The old
God.
man was gonna gamble me
This
away
bird.
again, you know. Went straight back to the cups handler after the,
Oh my
celebration.
god.
So, I decided to split before they put me back in the cage. That place
Smart.
was like a prison without the amenities. And let's not even mention the food. Did you ever try roasted elguan dung?
No.
Pooey, don't ever.
Why would you
So,
eat poop?
I pecked a button here and some soft tissue there and fled. I had nowhere else to fly, so I decided to join you on your, quest.
We have a bird
It
friend
sounded
now.
like a
We
spot of
do.
good old-fashioned
That was my fun spoiler.
Like a
Oh,
bird's
boy.
own
I
adventure.
didn't realize how close it was going to
It's
happen.
not as if I came after you because I like you, though. You don't have any feathers.
Okay.
Thank God
Okay.
for that. Okay, if you want to join me, I wouldn't mind some company. I'm guessing you'll be using your wings, though, and not your feet?
The ground's no place for a free spirit like myself, baby. Besides, I hear there are a lot of good-looking birds in this forest.
Oh my
and
god.
let me tell you, they don't parade about on the ground like winged chickens. Just try to slow down once in a while. Let me catch up.
I hear there are some really sexy
how do I get your attention
mammals
if I need to
around
talk to you?
here.
Can you whistle? Like this?
Sorry. But wait a second, I got a little flute.
Oh, yeah,
I
our
could use it to
flute.
call you.
I'm not a sheepdog. Let's get that straight. You play your tune, and I'll consider your request. I won't be flapping to attention like a
Okay,
tame
buddy.
soldier hawk.
Deal. We better get moving, though. It's getting late.
They're like, we really didn't
Aye,
want to
aye,
have to
Captain.
write a line
I'll
for
try
this
to keep an
bird
eye out
every
ahead
time
in
you
case
use the
there's trouble.
Yeah.
flute. Only when contextually appropriate.
Yeah. I think it's like
Oh, goodbye.
they're going to play that every single time he comes down.
Every time. Oh. What a game.
What a fucking game.
Nothing to see here.
Just keep going.
Oh, broken bridge. Rustling. Cutscene. What are you?
What are those? It looks like a
What?
a sloth,
Oh dear.
but it's
Oh, dear
walking.
me. Please, human, don't kill me and skin me. I haven't even sung to the soil yet.
I'm sorry, what? Your coat does look very nice and fluffy.
Oh my
Don't
God,
worry,
don't
I'm not
scare
going to kill
him.
you or skin you.
Oh my. That is good news. Very good indeed. Who are you?
My name's April. What's yours?
In my language, it's Bandu Umana Banta Aurubana Bitana Benort. It means the little one who tries hard to live up to his father who sings to the soil.
Oh my god.
That's a mouthful. So, what do I call you?
You can call me Ben Bandu, the sad little one.
Oh,
Banda is the name of my people. We are the little ones.
Ben Bondu. Damn.
Why are you sad, Ben Bandu?
I'm looking for my brother. He's been gone in the forest for many days, and
Uh-oh.
I've not heard him sing to us. Our people don't walk about the
Uh-oh.
forest much. It's too dangerous for us. You haven't seen my brother, have you?
Nope.
He's short, about my height, with a tan coat and a mischievous glint in his eye.
You're the first mole. The first Banda I've met.
Oh dear. I hope he's all right. A lot of our people have disappeared this summer.
Oh no.
What happened to the Banda that disappeared?
We don't really know. But there's something evil in this forest. Something that doesn't
Intriguing.
like the Banda. I shouldn't be out here looking, but I must find my brother.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
Can you fix a bridge? Let's ask the insensitive
Aren't
question.
your people called the Mole People?
That's what the city dwellers and farmers call us. They say it with sharp tongue. Moles. Dirt diggers. They don't like us very much. Our given name is Banda, the little ones. Or the Banda Banta, the little ones who sing to the soil.
How do you
sing
do
to the
that?
soil?
When we're old enough, and we found our voices, we just sing. And the earth shapes itself to our needs.
Wow.
That's pretty
We live in
cool.
harmony with the earth. Just like the birds do with the air.
That's
Good
sick.
luck on your search, Ben Bandu. Sad little one.
And the best of luck to you, April. Please, if you see my brother, tell him
April.
to come home.
April.
We're all so very worried.
Cool.
Ah, yes, my name is Dil-On. Oh, it's flute time, apparently. Yup! Every time! Oh,
I'm so happy.
man.
Oh God.
Hey, Crow, would you mind doing me a favor?
I was having this tete-a-tete with a pretty young sparrow, but hey, Crow.
What
at
a
your
horny
service.
crow.
Did you
The
say favor?
horniest.
Oh, sure thing, unless it's something extremely... No, make that even remotely dangerous. I don't like dangerous.
Not at all. Just scout out the forest from your vantage point. See if you can find Ben Bandu's brother.
Ben who?
Smart.
Yeah, who?
Mole I just met. I thought you were supposed to be watching me. Didn't you pay attention?
No. Mole, you said.
Whoa!
You're savages, the lot of them. You eat birds, even.
I mean, humans eat
Crow,
birds.
I eat birds. You probably do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a roasted duckling and a tangy orange. Oh, well, yeah, I see your point. Looking for a lost mole, then, are we?
Ah, they're
Banda.
called the Banda.
Yeah.
I never got into that whole PC thing. It's not Tyrox, it's the tyrant. Don't say chicks, say birds. Don't say birds, say women.
Oh
I
my
don't know. It's
God.
all a little too complicated for a simple man of the air like myself.
Oh my
Just
God.
go look for the lost mole.
Men!
The lost Bandu, okay?
Even when they're
Yes,
birds,
ma'am.
they're men.
Oh God.
Cutscene? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
The bridge is out. Damn.
Damn.
The bridge has been completely destroyed.
Okay.
Okay. Go back, I guess.
Yeah.
The
Back
edges
Okay,
are
to-
sure.
charred.
Oh.
Whatever caused this, it couldn't have been floodwater or simple wear and tear.
Fire.
I'll have to find some other
my
way
God.
across. This
Sabotage.
gorge is too deep to cross and the river
Talking
too
about
fierce.
birds is making me hungry.
Mm,
Hungrier than I was before.
birds.
I could go for some fried chicken.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Had. Oh, hello?
Hello, lady?
It's a woman,
Mouth.
I guess. An old woman, and it looks like she's in pain.
You
Help
good?
her.
Oh, please, pretty lady, pretty, please help me.
I don't like
I've
this.
fallen and I can't
Yeah.
stand up.
This feels like a trap.
What happened to you?
Oh, I was out picking bones. Berries for my stew and flowers. Yes, pretty flowers. Then I tripped over a big old root and twisted
This is
my
a snake
ankle.
lady,
It
right?
hurts so.
Or a
Please
witch?
help me home, pretty lady.
No, because they're doing
please.
on
Yeah.
purpose.
Could be.
Where do you live?
I live not far from here. Not
This
far
is the
at
thing
all.
that's
No,
eating the
help me home and
bandu.
I'll cook you a fine
Oh, the
stew,
bando,
I
yeah.
promise.
Yeah.
Yes, I promise. Just help me home and I'll reward you for your compassion. Yes, you'll have your reward.
This seems so safe.
Oh, I'm nobody at all.
Just
a
a
frail
old
woman
woman.
picking bones. Berries picking
Bones,
berries
yeah.
for her stew,
I remember
so
when
she
my
can
grandma
feed
took me on
her
my first bone picking.
guests.
Me too.
Feed her guests and fatten them up for the long winter.
Why do you keep swallowing your words?
Because I'm just a frail old forgetful woman, yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll help you.
Time to go die.
Oh, yes. Thanks, plump little treasure. A nice, pretty girl, thanks.
Okay. I'm just gonna save real quick. Just in case, you know?
Please, pretty please, help me home.
Do I need to hand the old lady?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, now Mouther.
All right.
I still need your help, Plumpwood. Pretty girl. I can't walk all the way home by myself, you see.
Of course.
Help me home and I'll cook you. A good, thick, creamy
I'll
stew.
cook you.
Yum, I'm getting hungry myself. Let's go.
Lots of weird growls happening.
Yeah, the growling.
Lead the way, ma'am.
Yes, let's go. Come on, just follow me, my sweet treat.
Ugh. All right. It's fine. Let's see. What's going on around here?
The old woman seems capable of walking on her own, strangely enough. Maybe she just needed some encouragement.
Totally.
Looks like a cozy little burrow, like a hobbit hole.
Hey, hobbits.
They look cancerous, and I'd rather not touch them. They look cancerous, and I'd rather not. They don't look like the edible sort. In fact, these mushrooms look cancerous and ugly.
Do you think they look cancerous? I think they might look cancerous.
She keeps saying that, so I think they
It's
must.
a weird way to describe a mushroom.
Honored guest. I'll just check on my stuffing. On my stew, yes. My thick, delicious stew. Oh dear, what have we here? This stew isn't good enough to stuff. To serve a guest as plump, as well-built and delicious, as honored as you, my dear.
So subtle.
Why don't you just wait here, and I will go pick some more berries and spices for my stuff.
My stuff.
Stew.
Some berries and spices for my
But
stuff.
wait, what about your bad back?
Well,
Okay. All right.
What a strange... what a strange woman.
well, we're here now. This seems bad. Oh yeah, the bones.
Something not quite right about this place.
April, are you kidding me?
Like those skulls for a woman. They look disturbingly humanoid.
Yep.
They are.
It's a small... What's that sound? Where's it coming from? It's a small skull.
And the skull, take it.
Mine.
Grotesque decor. What are those things? They
Something
look like...
is in the cabinet.
What does this creature do to people?
Eat them.
Looks like a solid piece of furniture. It's got a chain tied around it.
How?
Do we have any
There's that
tools?
strange knocking sound again.
No. okay,
Really?
hold on. Cabinet.
Oh, broom.
It's locked
Yeah, right
solid.
next to it.
Oh.
What was that? It sounds like somebody's... It's a broom. By the looks, it's too big for me to carry around. But maybe I could use it somewhere in this room.
Window. Oh.
Cabinet.
Maybe break it?
Oh, we're knocking the cabinet over. The top came off.
Oh!
Hello. Just roll on out of there.
Who are you? Are you going to eat me?
Yes.
I'm
No.
April, and I've come to rescue you.
Oh my, did my tribe send you?
So to speak, I met your brother, Ben Bandu.
Ben Bandu? Bandu umanu banta orobana biutan binoart?
Yep.
I think so. He said to call him Ben Bandu.
Because he was sad for me? He will be so glad to find that you've rescued me then.
Cute.
Very cute.
Yeah. There could be a tiny little problem with that.
We break the window. We shove the guy out the
Gribbler
window.
captured
He
you
opens
too?
the door.
I guess she...
The Gribbler.
Whatever the Gribbler is, did
Not the
capture me. That took me
Gribbler.
by surprise.
The
since I did come here
Gribbler.
willingly.
We're gonna get gribbled.
That's how she works, the Gribbler. She tricks Banda and humans to come here to her house, and then she cooks them and eats them.
Delicious.
Friendly old lady, she's not. What's your name?
Bandu utamatuta uyatan ayama binaort.
That's a little difficult for me to remember. How about I call you Bandu Uta?
Oh my, yes, that would be fine. We have long names, us Banda, as long as our tunnels.
Cute.
You can tell me more about your people later. Right now, we need to find a way
Broom.
out of here.
Window.
All right, let's.
Guy out window.
It's a
Broom. Oh. Can't hand the broom anymore. Call the bird.
There's no way he can hear it.
I guess he's not around. I should try again later.
Skull. Skull window.
Oh. Skull.
Smash.
Hand.
Smash.
Window. Yeah. Moleman. Hand. Window.
Come over here. Let's try something.
I'm
That
a
was a cute
genius.
little-
Oh dear me.
Just like picking him up.
Yeah. Oh, the little waddle.
What are you
My
going
God.
to do?
I'm here for this.
I'm gonna get you out of here. Hold on.
Yoink.
Just grab him by the grundle.
Hey, wait a second. I need you to open the door for me. Don't run off. Damn.
Did I fuck it up?
I don't think so.
What the hell am I gonna do now?
Hello, Gribbler. Ready for some
I
gribbling?
am back with the berries and... What's happened here? Why is the...
Ugh.
Oh my god.
She's gribbling. She's gribbling all over the place.
Yeah, she really is.
Oh.
Okay.
Done, you stupid little human!
Oh god, they had
I
claws?
just saved an innocent person from being your dinner, Gribbler, so there.
So, you think you could come into my house and set my dinner free and get away with it?
Yeah.
Well, I will get away with it because soon a lot of people, armed people, will come to get me and kill you. So you'd better run away while you still have a chance.
I guess
What a bluff.
you will be my dinner tonight then, and I had hoped to save you for tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Gribbler. You can't honestly think you can
I don't
eat-
know.
Step aside. I know karate. Feel me. Get out of here.
I know karate. The bluffing.
Oh, shit. That pillar looks a little shaky. It's kind of shaky, and I don't want to risk bringing the roof down.
There's a plank wobbling underneath you.
Oh.
I don't know if you could
see.
trip it.
It's a loose loose floor.
jump on it maybe? Like, you know, like a... You know,
Yeah.
like the broom thing? What?
She was definitely right next to it, and that definitely hit her. Oh,
That
yeah.
definitely made sense.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that was a quick death.
Get shit on.
Cannot smell good.
Hi, Ben.
I don't know.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Maybe.
Where's the monster?
She vanished like smoke up a chimney. Do you know what happened to your brother? He just ran off, didn't even stop to say goodbye.
I met him back on the road. He was running like the wind. Said that when you helped him out of the window, he spotted the Gribbler returning, so he went to get help. I told him to alert the village, gather as many of the Banda as possible, and come back here. And that I'd try my best to aid you in the meanwhile.
That's sweet.
Thank you. That was very brave of you.
Brave of me? Oh my. You defeated the Gribbler. You are a hero.
Yeah.
I owe the life of my brother to you, the life of everyone in our tribe. I know my fellow Banda will want to reward you for your gracious deeds.
Rewards!
You are invited to our village with me, and I will tell my people to prepare a grand feast for you.
Oh, sick.
You don't have to do that, Ben. I just did what anybody would have done.
True.
I don't have much of an appetite after that.
Give me your map, and I will show you where our village is. Then
Cool.
I must run ahead to tell the Banda that the Gribbler is no more.
Yeah. Ding dong, the Gribbler's dead. The Gribbler's dead. I think that is a wonderful place for us to stop for the evening.
Agreed.
Because much like the
100%.
Gribbler, I'm hungry.
I'm starved right now.
Yeah, we started later than normal, and that means we're running later than normal.
Yeah.
I am a fucking shell of a human, and
Same.
I am going to try and find the internal part of a person that wherever I put it and pour it back into myself.
Same.
We'll do more of this soon. Ideally,
Next week,
probably
even.
next week. Yeah. Every Sunday at 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. Follow us on Twitter at Really Playing. All this shit is on YouTube, which statistically is where you're probably seeing this right now. Bye, bitches.
Bye, bitches.